friends, today I'm going to show you how to make this adorable pumpkin topper bow clip. You can make it as a bow clip like this one or as a headband, which I will show you how to do in this video. This is just a cute alternative to a pumpkin hat if you live in warmer climates and it's not really hat weather just yet, or if your child or baby refuses to wear a hat but they will wear a bow, they can still be super festive without all of the bulk of an actual hat. So let's dive in and see what you need to make this cute little pumpkin topper. You will need some orange worsted weight yarn. This is Brava yarn from We Crochet in the color Caution. Some brown worsted weight yarn. I just got this from my scraps jar. Tiny bit of polyfill, not much at all. This is just to stuff our little stems. A pair of scissors. A size G or 4.0 millimeter crochet hook. This is Clover & More brand, which is my favorite hook brand to work with. Then you will need whichever you are going to be making. If it's a headband, a nylon headband works really well, or an alligator clip if you want to do more of a clip version. If you do a clip, you can clip them onto like baby dolls or hats or something if you wanted to, or you can just do this nylon headband. All of the supplies that I will be using is linked in the description below. And optional supplies is these cute suede tags from my friend Kathy over at Kathy's Cozies. This one is customized for a crafty concept, but you can get them that are just plain, like the one right here, and they shows the little vines of the leaves. This is totally optional if you want to add this to the top of your pumpkin topper, or you can even crochet a little vine like the one used in my pumpkin hat tutorial, which is already free on my blog and YouTube channel. I will link this down below for you as well. But if you drop down your hook size, did single crochets instead of double crochets, and did fewer chains at the beginning, you could get a tiny little curly Q vine to hang off of your pumpkin topper hat, and that could be really cute too. Last but not least, you're going to need a knitting machine. I will be using my Addy. This little Addy, it's a 22 needle knitting machine, and this is the one that I will be using for this tutorial. First, we are going to cast on our yarn. Oh, gotta move my decorative pumpkins here. Cast on with our orange yarn. I'm gonna try to do this without securing it to my work table, so if this gets weird, that's why. Add it into the little space right there, and then reset your counter if you have one. And we're going to crank out 16 rows. Oh, see? Okay, 16. Now I'm going to cut my yarn, leaving a very long tail for casting off. And I'm just going to grab my needle. This is the little plastic tapestry needle that came with my Addy machine. And this is my favorite method for casting off. I learned it from Angie and Britt. They've got a lot of awesome tutorials on their channels. I will link them in the description below. It's going to be hard to do without it secured, but I'm going to try. Okay, after we pull up all of the loops, we can pull it off of our machine and tighten up our two tails. And we have this little tiny machine knit tube to work with here. Now we're just going to clench both ends of our tube. 1, 2, and then we're going to kind of pull out the center like this to make it more of a circular shape. Give those tails another squeeze. If you want to, you can run your tapestry needle under these stitches here to make sure they're extra secure and you don't have any issues holding them together while you add your stem. I'm not going to do that because I don't think it's absolutely necessary. So I'm going to set this aside and crochet our little stem to go on top of this. Okay, we're going to take our brown worsted weight yarn and our G crochet hook. This is made in the magic circle, so I'm going to wrap that around, grab my yarn, and chain to secure. Now I'm going to single crochet 6 times into my magic circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then I'm going to pull our tail to close up our little circle. That's why it's magic. Now it's made in the round, so I will not be joining and chaining. I'm just going to go right into the top of my first single crochet for my next stitches. So for round 2, we're going to single crochet increase in each stitch. So I'm going to put my hook right into the top of my first single crochet, and I'm going to place 2 single crochets right in that same spot. So 1, 2. Repeat that in each stitch around, giving us a total of 12 stitches in the round. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12. For rounds 3 through 7, we're just going to single crochet 1 time in each stitch all the way around, giving us 12 stitches in each round, and there'll be 7 total rows in our stems. So just 1 time in each stitch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's round 3. I'm going to do the same thing for rounds 4, 5, 6, and 7, and then I will come back on camera with you guys. Okay, I just finished my 7 rows. Now I'm going to slip stitch in the next spot just to tie off, but I am going to leave a decent sized tail for attaching my stem onto my little pumpkin. Okay, and now I'm going to flip it inside out and just secure this tail in here with a tapestry needle. I just like to run it under the stitches of our little magic circle for a few times just so it's extra secure in there, and then I can cut it off. Throw a tiny bit of polyfill into your little stem and it's ready to go. And now it's time to put this baby together. Okay, I forgot to squish and secure this guy before we add the stem, so I'm going to do that now by using my tapestry needle. Squish and secure. Sounds like I'm trying to get into some blue jeans. Okay, so squish it in the middle so the 2 holes are touching each other, and then pull the tails so they're nice and tight, so the clinches are right there, right on top of each other. Okay, and now I'm just going to hold the bottom tail out of the way with one hand and use this. I'm just going to secure it by going in and out the top and the bottom. So out the bottom, then back up to the top. It doesn't have to be perfect or pretty because the stem is going to cover it up. This is just to give it that cute shape and keep it squished in the center. That way the sides can kind of puff out a little bit, giving it a little bit of a pumpkin shape. Oops. Okay, almost back around to the beginning, and then I'm just going to end going down. That way my 2 tails are on the same side together, and then I'm going to tie them together. Perfect. I'm still not going to cut these yet though, because we're going to use these tails to attach to our headband or alligator clip, depending upon which style you're going for. Now I'm going to thread my tail for my stem onto my tapestry needle and attach my stem to the top of my pumpkin. This is going to be the top. The part where the tails are coming out is going to be the bottom, because that is where I'm going to attach to my thingy, whichever thingy we decide to go with. For this one, I'm going to use the headband thingy because I already have a alligator clip thingy. So you're just going to place this right into the center of your pumpkin. If you are not digging the giant size stem, you can go down a hook size or do 6 rows instead of 7, or both, but I think it looks fine. I think this one was made with a little bit of a smaller hook or less stitches or something, but for this pattern, this is fine. This big honkin' stem is fine. All pumpkins are different, no big deal. Okay, so once we get it lined up onto the center, right on the clinch, I'm just going to attach it by using a whip stitch. So I'm going into the pumpkin, out the stem. I'm going to go around in each stitch of the stem this way. So all the way around, so it'd be 12 stitches total, since there's 12 single crochet stitches in my pumpkin stem, and you can just shape and adjust as you go. I wish my jeans would do that. Okay. Keep going. If you need to add more stuffing, you can before you secure it all the way. I don't think it needs a whole lot of stuffing. It's just for a little bit of shaping so it doesn't like concave onto itself. And once we get back around to the beginning, I'm going to go ahead and attach my little leaf with my pumpkin tail, with my stem tail, so I don't have to cut another piece of yarn and have another tail to hide later. Okay, to the beginning. Perfect. It's a little bit uncentered, but hey, it's a pumpkin. It's no big deal. I'm going to put my leaf on this side that has more like this. Perfect. And I don't know the correct way to add these leaves. This is just what I do. I'm going to attach it there and then go up through the leaf hole. Go for a few stitches just to hold it in place. Okay. Then I'm just going to go back into the body of, can you see what I'm doing? Back into the body of my pumpkin, and I'm going to come over here and pop back out where the other one will go. So just like that. I hope that was easy for you guys to see. And then just give this one a couple stitches here. Nice and secure, okay? Now I'm going to go back into my pumpkin stem and out over here, just away from the leaf, so it's not in my way. And then I will secure right here by making a little knot and then hiding my tail into the stem and cutting it. Okay, into the stem, up and out. Then I'm going to give it a tug while I cut it, and then it's going to disappear right down into the stem. We are almost done. Isn't it cute? Looking very cute. Now we need to attach it to our headband. This part's pretty simple. If you're using the alligator clip, you're going to want to hold your alligator open, use your tapestry needle, and go around. Do the same thing that I'm doing with the headband, but while holding your alligator clip open. So I'm just going to stick the headband, let's see. I'm going to go in line with my leaf there, just like this. And I'm going to put these two tails into my tapestry needle together. So both of them. Okay. Now I'm going to go around my headband and then back into the body of the pumpkin, just like that. And I'm going to do that a whole bunch of times until I feel, oh shoot. Shoot. Well, let's pretend that didn't happen. Pretend that didn't happen. Okay. Be careful not to go through the body of your pumpkin so you don't mess it up, the side body. Okay, in and out. Protect that out part. And then pull it tight to secure. And we're just going to keep doing this on like a little bit of, like right in the center where those clinches are. We're just going to keep securing it to our headband. I've never made a pumpkin topper on a headband before, so if this doesn't work, I will just take all this stuff out of the video and you'll never know. But if it does work, we'll have another option, so that's perfect. Okay, I'm going to go one more right here in the middle just because there's like a little bit of a gap and that bothers me. Hopefully this feels it. Nope, one more time. One more time, and then this is done. Now we can secure it and cut our yarn. Perfect. Oh, how cute. Okay, well, I really hope this works. I'm going to tie off down here by going into the body of my pumpkin and tying a knot like so. Double knot for security. Okay, and then I'm going to hide my tail into the pumpkin and out the side body. So my tails can be hidden in there. And I can clip them and make them disappear into my little pumpkin hat. Okay, pumpkin topper. So here's what we have. Really, really cute. Now I'm gonna go get something and put it on it like it's a head and see how it turned out. How about this pretty girl? This is one of my Gracie dolls. Let's see if she can be our little model. Okay. Well, I think it needs to go on an actual head. What about like this? So I think it might be like a little bit of a side, which is kind of weird. But if you turn it, okay, there we go. Oh, that's cute. That would be so cute on a child. So put it on like a regular headband and then just turn it to the side. There we go. Yeah, it would definitely be easier on an actual child, but ta-da! Isn't that cute? If you don't like the headband version, you can absolutely do the clip version. I just wanted to give you guys a couple different options to play around with. I hope you guys like this pattern. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments or ask me in a direct message on Instagram. I am at A Crafty Concept. That is the easiest way to get a hold of me. If you post any pictures of these little pumpkin toppers, I would love to see them. Tag me on social media at A Crafty Concept, and I will try to comment and share and all of the things over there. Thanks so much for hanging out. It means the world to me, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!